Listen up, men. We need a way to take over the Japanese mainland.
What do you mean, sir? We've captured all of their islands. Why don't we storm them like D-Day?
In the soul of a soldier, the Japanese are merciless, relentless. They fight to the bitter end. With honor. What makes you think you can take them on alone, soldier?
Oh no, I dropped my sun chips!
What did you just say, soldier?
I dropped the sun chips, sir.
You're a genius! We'll drop the sun on them!
No, that's not what I meant,
During World War II on the Pacific Front, America took over the numerous islands under the Japanese rule. Each island the Americans landed on was fiercely defended by the Japanese, who even when their supply lines were cut, they planted crops to stay alive, just to fight another day. The Japanese had the belief that surrender was the greatest dishonor one could face, and this caused the Japanese to fight hard until the very end, causing major casualties on both sides. As America advanced into Okinawa and Iwo Jima, the ferocity of the Japanese was unlike anything the Americans have ever seen before. The Japanese sent 23,000 troops into Iwo Jima, 21,000 died protecting it. On these two islands alone, over 100,000 Japanese soldiers and civilians lost their lives. As the war drew closer to its end, the Americans were forced to decide how to stop the Japanese. They could try a desperate invasion of Japan and lose the lives of millions trying to overtake the island, or they could force the Japanese to surrender.
Dude, you gotta surrender. I know, you think Japan is the best, but you gotta surrender.
No way, man. Japan will never fall to the likes of you.
Listen here, bub. Surrender now, that's what I completely recommend. Or face the Garfield of death, with complete and utter destruction and bloodshed.
What's the Garfield of death?
Calling the cat.
What do you mean, Garfield of death?
President Harry Truman authorized the use of the atomic bomb. The 509th Composite Group was tasked with the atomic bombing over Japan. 7 crews led by Paul Tibbets were chosen for the mission, with Enola Gay chosen to drop the first bomb. On August 6th, at 8:16 hours, the atomic bomb Little Boy detonated over Hiroshima. More than 60,000 people were instantly killed, and any who survived suffered extreme burns and radiation. An estimated 135 total casualties came from this one attack alone. Even the crew who dropped the bomb was speechless. The 6-hour flight back from Japan was filled with nothing but silence. The Japanese were starting to consider surrendering. At the same time, preparations for the plutonium bomb known as Fat Man were underway. The target for the bombing was Kokura, and the Brock Star was chosen to hold the plutonium bomb. When the crew reached Japan, the harsh weather in Kokura prevented the bombing from taking place. Fuel was starting to run low, so they made the decision to go to the closest secondary target, which was Nagasaki. On August 9th, at 11:02 hours, Fat Man exploded over Nagasaki, killing 40,000 people instantly, and injuring 60,000 more. America was preparing to drop more atomic bombs on Japan. Some people in the Japanese government were ready to fight back, but Hirohito, the Emperor of Japan, sued for peace. American generals said they could continue bombing as early as August 17th, but President Truman ordered a halt to atomic bombing until further notice. On September 2nd, 1945, Japan would officially surrender to the Allies.